Thank you guys for being here. This is a huge deal. We're going to hear a little bit of story about Karlee through the eyes of Karlee and her family, but also through the eyes of Sarah Reinertsen as well.
I have three of my most important partners here in the house with me today. First, OSER prosthetics. Without these legs, I would not be able to run and do and live my life without limits. The Challenged Athletes Foundation for supporting me in my endeavors when I told you I wanted to do an Ironman, and for also helping me make sure that there is access to sport for the next generation of athletes, making sure that they can get this equipment and do the things that I've gotten to do. And of course, we are here in the house of Nike, in the sports lab, in the innovation kitchen. This was one of the first places I visited when I came to this campus. And I remember sitting with Toby Hatfield. He was looking at my running leg and he's noticing this running sole that I have glued to the bottom of this running foot. And he's like, well, I think we can come up with something a little bit better than that. So he indeed did.
How could you say no to? And so we talked to OSER and we basically formed a partnership to then go and make the Sarah sole.
Everything we do is focused really on two things, where there's a real parallel actually with what Nike does. It's about innovation and it's about inspiration. And if we can bring those two facets to the amputee population, you know, our goal is really to create a life without limitations.
Now I want to get to another special guest who is in our audience today, Karlee Miller. So I was up here on campus for an Ability Network event and I got to meet this young girl, and I actually saw a lot of myself in Karlee because I knew what it was like to be that little girl who thought that maybe she can't do it. And I wanted to change that belief.
So tell us a little bit about that day when you found this little blonde girl running around with what Nike.
She gave me some tips on running, and we also got to run with the other athletes and just hung out for the day.
It was the day that turned Karlee around. It really was. It made a big difference in Karlee. Sarah was the first amputee that Karlee actually met.
As parents under the circumstance, what kind of advice do you guys have for somebody else who might be in your position?
Don't let your child feel like they're any different. Let them know that they can do just anything that you and I both can.
Karlee, I know after we met at the games here, Nike sponsored you to go down to the running clinic in San Diego. When you came back from that trip, you were so inspired that you actually signed up for your very next run. Which run would that be?
The Shamrock Run.
So what do you need for the run? Yeah? You think that would help? Yeah? Well, what do you think?
Yeah, I think we know some people.
This is for you.
Karlee, I've got my running leg and now you've got your running leg. I'm wondering, should we do a little bit of a jog up and down the hallway? What do you think? So proud of you.